Hello Aquarius, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I am Kaya, and I'm itchy. I'm going to be doing a general tarot reading for your sign for Mercury entering Cancer, which happens on May 28th. Today's the 29th. So sorry I got this out a day early for you guys. It rained yesterday, and apparently that's enough to just get my internet all messed up, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, Mercury, if you're not familiar, is the planet that kind of covers your mental capacity and your communication skills. So it typically rules over how you absorb information, process information, and then communicate that information outwards. And then Cancer is the sign of intuition, emotional intelligence, understanding emotions, respecting emotions, empathizing, that sort of vibe. So when Mercury enters Cancer, hopefully as a collective, we're all trying to get a little bit more in touch with our intuition, communicating our feelings a little bit more succinctly and directly. So that's pretty much what the general vibe is going to be. And I pulled kind of an overall message card for your reading. I get the Queen of Swords. So what I'm feeling with the Queen of Swords here is that it's kind of important for you during this time, or you have a very good opportunity to sharpen your emotional intelligence and your emotional skills. So basically how you choose to communicate your emotions it's very important in terms of healthy communication, right? So I think you have a great opportunity. So I'm looking at this less like an oracle card and more like a goal. So I want to get right into it because I think that would be really great for you guys. I know that sometimes I know at least you're accused of all the time being an Aquarius, that you're maybe kind of cold, kind of aloof, not very emotionally connected. So maybe you could take this time to impress your friends. So let's just bring you down here and start the reading. So the first thing I'm gonna do is sage the cards. I want to get nice, clean, fresh energy for Aquarius. We want all the past energies out of here. Blank slate. Nice and clean. Okay. Make a mess. All right, Aquarius. What have we here? We've got a good goal here. We've got a good goal in mind. Sharpening our emotional intelligence, which I find to be one of the most important intelligences in terms of getting through life, getting through the world, being able to relate to people and make them feel safe and secure and happy is very, very important in terms of developing pretty much any part of your life, right? Work, money, relationships, sex, You know, it's just very important for that. Family, anything you think of can be improved with higher levels of emotional intelligence and skills. So, Ace of Pentacles, money much? Let's find out. 10 of Pentacles reversed. 2 of Wands reversed. 8 of Pentacles. Let's do one more. Justice reversed. I'm getting one more. This doesn't feel complete. And the 6 of Cups reversed. Wow, so you have not been focusing on your feelings at all, have you, Aquarius? Have you not been thinking about other people's feelings either, perhaps? So much lately? I think you started a job, something new, some cool new opportunity to make a lot of money, maybe started a business, maybe partnered up with somebody, but you are really, really focused on something that you want you want it to be lucrative. So you're really highly focused on that. You started something new project, new thing, like a new opportunity, a new job, a new career path. You started something new. And you're really, really thinking about the future here. You're really thinking about long-term security and legacy. And if you ever want kids, being able to put them through college, make sure that they have a savings account. You really want long-term financial thinking here. And that's a big part of what this new thing was. New money situation, new job, new career change. Just something new happened, and that's what's on your mind. Longevity. 2 of Wands reversed. I think you're kind of in the planning phase of this new thing. I don't think you're quite ready to like launch it or have it be like full-fledged. Like I said, it's new. So you've got some work to do on that. So I think you've been really focused on that and not really looking at the rest of the world around you or the other things that you have going on. I think you've been hard at work developing your skills, developing your plan. You've been really like super focused on the money aspect and making this move forward, which if you're starting a business, I don't see any problem with that at all, except that I'm feeling like you're kind of not focusing on the other parts of your life, i.e. emotional intelligence. What do you say? So yeah, I think you've the other parts of your life might be feeling like it's kind of unfair. Maybe your partner is feeling neglected, or your family is like, why aren't you hanging out with us more? You know, there's just all the other things have kind of fallen by the wayside because you've been so focused on this new project that you're working on, this new financial goal. Your goal of emotional intelligence is non-existent at this point. You have not focused on it whatsoever, and you don't really care. You don't really care. You're like, whatever, I'm not an emotional person, I'm not an emotional being, and it's affecting the way people see you. It's starting to like creep in, and you're like, fuck, people are looking at me like I'm a robot again. What do I do? You need to connect more emotionally with the people that are in your life. You've been really untethered from them. You've been really focused on your goal, which, like I said, is not a problem, but I don't think you've balanced it. I think you've been so focused on it, other things are getting neglected. That's it. I don't have to go, I don't have to talk that to death. It's pretty straightforward there. So let's get some clarity on this. Let's go through the cards. I'd like to see some clarity on the Ace of Pentacles here. I love this. I love that there's a new career, new idea that's making you feel extremely focused, extremely excited. It's new. You've got a lot of work to do. You're thinking about it. You're putting the work in. It's a new deal. So please, for Aquarius, can we get some clarity on our Ace of Pentacles? Because they are all about whatever this is. Wheel of Fortune, that has come up in like every reading today. Four of Wands, the Star reversed. So yeah, this is a whole new cycle for you. It feels fated. You feel totally connected to it. You're so excited to do it. It feels like the right thing to do. You're making the wheel better. The cycles that happen in your life, you're doing really positive ones. You want a lot of stability. You would like to have a stable home. Maybe you're setting out to you could even just be starting a savings account for a house. You could have just bought a house. Something like that, where you're really thinking about the long-term stability here, like we saw with the next card. It's not happening yet because this shit takes a long time. Money is no joke. It is a long-term investment, if you will. So it's just delayed or whatever. Like you haven't gotten what you wanted yet. So but you're fine with it because you're willing to put the work in. I see a lot of hard work here. I'm into that. I'm into the work. Let's clarify this. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Again, I think that it's the beginning of a long journey towards stability. You have felt unstable in the past. You may have come from a poverty-stricken family, not a lot of affluency in your past, in your life, and you really want to break free from that. And you want to start your own legacy. You want to have your own money. You want some financial independence here. You really want to get yours, and you're really ready at this point in your life to start it. Start a business, start a thing, whatever it is. You're ready to go, and it's the right timing. Again, I just think that you're a little ignoring the other parts of your life, but it's okay right now because you're really focused, and I will not fault you for that. The Moon reversed, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Wands reversed. This is what I'm saying. This is what you're trying to escape. You don't want the confusion that poverty causes. I do think that you kind of grew up with maybe super unstable parents. People that maybe they were water signs, actually. People that just did not know anything about money or have any idea what to do, so they couldn't teach you. You've got to really teach yourself here. This is like not inherited knowledge or information. You're really starting from scratch, aren't you? You're starting from scratch. This is new for you. This is a new like baby. It's a little baby plan, and it's born out of instability and craziness. Like too wild. Maybe it was like a crazy, reckless sort of household that you grew up in. Something where your parents were just, maybe there were drugs involved, just something going on where it's not good, drinking too much, alcoholism, codependency, just some shitty stuff like that made your parents stuck in the poverty mindset because they weren't thinking of anything but themselves. Shitty. And yeah, I think you're really, sorry, my face is so itchy today. What is happening? So yeah, I think you're really ready to take the reins yourself, and that's what you started here. This is not just starting a business for you. This is working on like a full lifetime's worth of mindset shifts and paradigm shifts that like maybe your parents were too lazy to do it or something, or just didn't have the know-how or the sense to do it. And you're like, I'm changing it up, changing the game. I'm doing this for myself. So yeah, I see you in kind of the planning stages here because you started the idea with the Page of Wands, you know what I mean? So then you move into the Two of Wands and they're both reversed. So I think you're moving up, moving into some phases. You're slowly building, and it's planning time at this point in the reading. Planning time. You got to figure out what it is you want to do, how to step forward, how you're going to do this. You're doing some market research. You're getting to know your coworkers of your new job or career, and you're putting everything into it too. You're really like, you're on LinkedIn, friending everybody. You're like, I just see you really into this, and because what's motivating you is so important to you. It's so deep, it's so real and raw. So, let's please get some clarity here with the Two of Wands reversed. Planning stages. Very beginning planning stages. Very beginning. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, this is where we start to get into the emotional neglect. It's going to work out for you. You're feeling really good about yourself. You're feeling really confident. People are starting to notice what you're doing and congratulate you on it. And this is right in the beginning where you start to get maybe a big head about it. And you're a little too focused on the intellectual aspect of it, and you're basically like the accolades or like the positive reinforcement that you're getting. You're kind of like taking it like, you're like, oh, well, thanks. You're like letting it get you cocky, I think is what's going on. You're letting it turn you kind of cocky. And so because of that, you're feeling like, well, I can do anything and I'm going to get mine and I'm going to get this. And it doesn't matter who I hurt or what I do. I'm getting my victory and I'm getting it and it's going to happen and you're going to all suck my dick, right? So yeah, I'm seeing that's where this begins. That's where this starts to fuck with other people's feelings. You don't care. You are busy. You are focused. You got those pentacles to hammer. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This guy is like the apprentice. He's putting his hard work in. He's got some already done hanging up on the wall. He's just going. He's got tons of work to do. He knows it. He's focused. He's in quiet solitude. He's a monk. He's like, he's on his own doing this work by himself. There's not a lot of help. He doesn't want help. He doesn't need help. He's just doing his own thing, ignoring the feelings of the people around him. This is where it starts to get a little on the toxic side, like the toxic productivity, not giving enough space for other things. So let's get some clarity, please, on the Eight of Pentacles for Aquarius. See what we get. Two of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, King of Wands upright. You might even have a partner who's like giving you an ultimatum. Like, if you continue to do this, I'm leaving you. I hate this. There's like, stay or go. What are you going to do? You have to choose between me or your new business. That doesn't work. It's also not possible, especially because if you're doing this, you're doing it for the future of a family. You know what I mean? That's really your point. Maybe you haven't conveyed that. And this is where our emotional intelligence comes in. Because if somebody starts to give you shit, you have to stop and think like, well, where are they coming from? What are they afraid of? What are they feeling that's bringing them to this point in the conversation that makes them feel that an ultimatum is necessary? What are they scared of losing? That's where the emotional sensitivity needs to be, because you need to recognize that that's what it is, so that in that moment you can stop them and say, hold on, honey, hold on. I'm doing this for us. I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned that before. This is for us. I really want to work hard so that I can provide you with the life that you deserve. That kind of stuff. If you don't know how to connect the dots between the intellectual reasons that you're doing things and then bringing out the emotional part and expressing it, the people around you are going to think you're being a cocksucker and a total dick, right? Not to say that there's anything wrong about cocksuckers. I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm seeing like, you know, it's making a partner feel sad and negative. The feminine energy of the partnership. The person that's like less cutthroat is kind of like, what are you doing? And you're like, what? I'm doing everything. I'm the King of Wands. I got this under control. So you're not really on the same page with your partner or whomever is experiencing this issue with you emotionally. You're not seeing eye to eye. You know what I mean? There's reversed and then upright. These two are supposed to be a couple. They're a couple. But, you know, so when they're reversed, they're just not seeing eye to eye. You have to come to this person and give them some... You got to give them something. You have to be honest with them and tell them the stuff, but in like a gentle, loving way, because they're not understanding. They don't see it. They don't feel it. They're like, what the hell? And they feel totally jilted. And this is where the justice reversed comes in. They are like, this is so unfair. Why are you doing this? Why are you ignoring me? Why aren't you talking to me? What the hell is going on? Because you haven't been focusing on your emotional intelligence. You've been off in your own world for so long. You've forgotten how important it is to relate to your people. You got to relate. You got to sharpen those intuitive skills. It's super important right now. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands reversed, Knight of Wands. All right, so this is where you have the opportunity to really communicate well, collaborate. Bring that person who's like scared and upset about what you're doing, bring them in on your plans. Tell them what's going on. Take them through it on a day-to-day basis. Maybe when you sit down to dinner after a long, hard day of work, you can update them on what it is that you're doing. Just make them feel a part of it. That way you're still focusing on it. You're still doing what you have to do, and they now feel like they're involved. And then you might need to kind of take a step back a little bit. You might need to take a step back from what you're doing to give a little emotional attention to your partner or to the other people in your family. You're going to have to take a step back a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Everything's okay. You just need to take a little bit of a step back, and you need to kind of offer some more like spirited life to the relationship rather than just your job. You're going to need to, you know, like spice it up a little, have some fun, make them laugh, joke with them, you know, like make them feel like you're still their girlfriend or boyfriend or partner. Like, you know, like when you were dating and like you were super charming and hilarious, they miss that side of you because you've been working so hard. Bring that back out a little bit. Come back to that. Take a step back from work and make them laugh, make them, you know, joke around with them. Like I said, bring them in on your plans and what you're working on. I think that would be a great way to do it. Because they feel like you're losing your innocence. They're feeling nostalgic because they're like looking back on who you used to be and how things used to be, and you've changed so much because you've got all these new things that you're focused on, and they're a little concerned about it. They're nervous about it, and you need to assuage their fears here. You need to let them know that you're sticking around and that it's okay. Look them in the eyes. Tell them you love them. Hug them, kiss them. Give them some emotional connection. You have got to focus on being able to do that. You have to take some time here and not focus so much. My nose is so itchy. Wow. Sorry. 1,000 times. Sorry. Yeah, I really think this is more of the goal. This is why I was saying it's not much of an oracle so much as a goal card. I want you working on this, please. Please, Aquarius. Because you've got something that's really exciting, and I think that's great. Again, I do not fault you for any of the hard work that you're doing whatsoever. You just need to balance it out. It's imbalanced right now with the justice reversed. It's not as, you're not as giving and loving as maybe you once were or as you should be. 5 of Cups, the Sun, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed again. I think you're a little worried here that if you ignore the job or if you like let yourself be too emotional with the people, you'll get all fucked up and off balance and not be able to get towards your goal. But that's not true at all. Somebody's feeling painful or hurt. They're feeling the loss of this connection, emotional connection. They're not feeling that it's very strong right now. And you don't feel that way at all. You're just like, I'm fucking balling out right now. Like things are really starting to happen. All of your hard work is coming to fruition. Like I said, it's a long ass journey. 10 of Pentacles reversed again. It's a long journey, but you're really, really focused on it. But you can't leave this other person behind, emotionally speaking, with it, because they're, you know, this person's turning away. They're not looking at all the success that you're working on and that you're feeling. They can't see it. They can't see it because you're not opening up to them. So this person's feeling really alone and low and bummed, and they almost probably feel like you're going to make all this money and then you're just going to take off and leave and go find like a younger, hotter model, you know, to like moving up with your, like, you know, wifey 2.0 or hubby 2.0 or something. That's probably what they're feeling and thinking, and they're feeling really left in the dark about it. So I'd say bring them into your sunlight. Have those conversations together, because then they're going to feel so excited about it, and then they're going to want to give you all the space and time that's possible for you for the day. Go off, do your thing, go kick ass, make us some money so we can go on a trip. You know, like, go do your thing. I love you. I'll be here when you're done. I can't wait to see you. You know, kiss them, hug them, send them off. That's like the most important thing. Really working on your emotional intelligence here. Sharpen that shit so that your partners or family members, loved ones, don't feel so like in the dust while you're working on your new thing. So let's get some clarity, or not clarity rather. We're doing outlook, outcome, or even like anything that we missed maybe that Aquarius needs to hear. Any sort of like wrap it up cards, put a bow on it. What do we have here? Okay. Two of Swords again. Here's your opportunity. Chariot reversed and the High Priestess reversed. I'm worried about this. This is why this is such an important goal. The Two of Swords is back. This is bringing us back to the Eight of Pentacles energy before you realize that you need to bring somebody into it, and before you make your partner feel involved. It's bringing us back to that hard work, that ultimatum that's possibly coming, that feeling of being off balance with your partner. You're stuck in that energy here, and there's no movement. Chariot reversed. Nothing's going to get off the ground, really. I mean, if your partner isn't backing you on your business plans, do you really think you're going to get that far? I really don't know. There's no movement here. Things are like a little bit stuck and kept back because of your attitude, or even the ultimatum. The ultimatum could be like, it's either me or the business, and you're like, I don't know what to pick. Do I have to pick? That's so weird to me. But your High Priestess is reversed, baby. This is the fucking, like, this is the all-powerful wisdom knowledge bitch. She is like the most powerful. She's like Queen of Swords, like, you know, embodiment, but all the way up. She's all the queens all together. She's like the Empress all together. She's all of the strong, feminine, intuitive cards all together. She's all about higher intuition, and it's reversed. So you're not feeling intuitive. You need to connect. So this is bringing us back to here, Eight of Pentacles. So I think at this point where maybe there's an ultimatum or somebody's getting really upset with you, that's the point at which you need to return to this point. You need to get the Three of Pentacles energy going. Bring that person in. Start putting more energy into the relationship. Take 2 steps back from work, not like stopping what you're doing, because that's not a compromise. That's not part of the ultimatum. You're going to take a step back, take a day off, take 2 days off, maybe take the weekend off, go on a trip with this person, put the love and revitalization back into the relationship and take them with you on the journey. That's where you're going to get stuck. That's what I see. Those are less outcome cards and more, you know, this is where we're at cards. You have the opportunity to make things better a lot. You can really hone your emotional intelligence here. I really hope that you do it. I hope that you see that this person is important to you. You want to bring them in on it. You want to update them, tell them all about it. Be excited about it with them, and be excited about them too. Make them feel loved and important, because Mercury in Cancer, everybody needs to feel that way right now. Maybe except for you. Maybe you're just too busy for that. But anyway, so thank you so much for being here. If you've watched all the way through, it means I probably resonated at least a little, so I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you know of any Aquarians that need to hear this message, possibly a spouse. So yeah, basically that's what I have to say for that. I do personal readings. The Etsy is in the description box below, as is my schedule for the upcoming videos, barring any internet troubles. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks, Aquarius. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.